Let's bring in Breitbart economics and finance editor John Carney. John was talking over Hillary Vaughn. No, I'm just kidding. You said it's an important point, and then
right.
Go.
Well, so what we're seeing is a rise in delinquencies at a period when we have very low unemployment. If unemployment starts to creep up to near historical
delinquencies in credit cards,
right? High delinquencies in credit cards and auto loans, and if we start to see the unemployment rate creep up, remember we're at 3.7, so people aren't able to pay their bills even though everybody has a job. If people start to lose their jobs, which the Fed says is going to happen, then we're going to see those delinquency rates skyrocket. So even though we have a kind of pretty normal delinquency level right now, it's not normal for the level of unemployment we have.
So I want to know, how do you fix this? And I want to know if Joe Biden's solution is correct to just call out greed and shrinkflation. Is that how you're going to fix the inflation problem, John?
Right. Joe Biden's thing reminds me of the joke that inflation got so bad they had to cut Lent down to 30 days. Look, it's not corporate greed driving it. Corporations, first of all, have always been greedy. So this idea that suddenly Joe Biden got elected and there was a surge of greed, first of all, that's not a good story for Joe Biden. I don't know why he wants to tell the fact that he made everybody greedier. But it's not what's driving it. What drives it is supply and demand. We did have supply constraints that pumped it up. But even as we got past those supply constraints, so much deficit spending has been going on that it pushed demand through the roof. And that's why we have an ongoing inflation problem.
I just know with the cost of housing and affordability has improved because mortgage rates have come back down a little bit. But with rents have not come down for lower and middle tier apartments. It's only the very, very high end. So what's the boondoggle, dumbass solution coming out of Washington? We're just going to give tax credits to developers to build more. They shouldn't have to get tax credits from the people in D.C. because the demand is there and the rents are still up 20+% since 2020.
Rents are going to keep getting worse because landlords see that home affordability is low, so people have to rent, so that drives up rent. What's more, home prices keep going up. When landlords see home prices are going up, they raise rental prices as well because the alternative gets more expensive. So the less affordable it is to buy a home, the less affordable it will be to rent. So these problems don't, it's not one or the other, they go together.
They go together. So rent prices are not the only thing, John, that are going up and through the roof under Bidenomics. With Valentine's Day and Easter and Passover just around the corner, shoppers can expect to be sticker shocked over the price in chocolate. Global cocoa prices have doubled over the past year, rising to a 47-year high this month. And again, listen, as I manage the credit card debt and the rental prices, things don't look so good. The one thing I can look forward to is I can afford a piece of chocolate, John, and now I can't afford that either.
Yeah, this year, instead of Valentine's, people are just giving coupons out. Kids are writing discount cards and codes instead of I love you. And if you get one of those little, candies.
It's little sugar hard candies?
It's just a piece of chalk now. There's no more chocolate.
Are you mocking the increase in cocoa prices? Look, this is not good.
Right. This is one of the commodities that we're going to get hit with. We're going to see this happen this year, where people are really hoping that inflation will moderate. It's not going to. It's going to stay very high, and people are going to keep discovering that whenever there's a demand surge, like there is around Valentine's Day for chocolate, that the prices just rocket up because we don't have the capacity, because we overfed demand, and we're suppressing supply with all of the Biden administration regulations that prevent people from expanding their business.
So, John, if people start losing their jobs and people have high credit card debt and we have high rental costs, is there a real probability of a recession coming this year if those things all happen?
I don't think it happens this year. I do think that we are still going to head into recession. It's the longest awaited recession ever. Yeah. People have been talking about it for 2 years. I don't think it happens this year because unemployment is so low. It's not going to spike up high enough, but I do think we're looking at a recession in 2025.
And if you have a low fixed rate mortgage and your home is appreciating in value, and your wages are starting to go up, you have a fixed monthly payment every month, and then you have that extra spending money from your wages going up.
People keep paying that. That's one of the reasons, actually, most other countries don't have this problem. When their central bank raises rates, it raises mortgage rates for almost everybody almost instantly. We have a different system. We have 30-year fixed mortgages. That means when the central bank raises the interest rate, people don't feel it immediately.
No doubt. John Carney, always a pleasure to see you. Thank you. Always so smart.
Good to see you.